Hey guys, it's Bob with Northern Adventure. We're going to do a little series of how to patch drywall and finish drywall. So I've noticed a couple things on the internet lately about guys asking is, where a door had opened into a wall and blew a hole in the wall, or someone punched a hole through a wall, what have you. And the homeowners were complaining that it was going to cost several hundreds of dollars. I think it's a little excessive, although if you do have a guy driving someplace to do a very small patch job, just understand it takes 3 coats of drywall mud to finish a hole in your wall to make it look like the rest of the wall. So I did have a hole in one of the rooms in my house from basketball, I believe. And we're just going to go ahead and patch that up. Now, as you can see over here, I did already cut the hole open. I used a level to plumb 2 lines here, and then I squared across and made a perfect size hole. I did notice that when I did cut that hole open, I had a stud right there, so I moved it over to the center of the stud. Okay. Then I cut a piece of drywall that fits in there. It doesn't have to fit perfect. You don't want it to fit perfect. But you'll notice I got a nailer here, but I have nothing on this side. So I cut a little piece of 3/4 inch wood here, and I'm just going to slip that up in there. I'm going to gap over to this side here so I can nail it to the drywall here and make it 2 or 3 inches longer than you actually need. So in this case, you're dealing with wood, so you're going to be dealing with 1¼ inch coarse thread drywall screws. 1¼ inch coarse thread drywall screws. So in this case, most people have a drill. You can use an impact. This is an impact drill. Or you can use what they call a dimpler attachment. It goes on the end of these so where you don't drive your screw too deep. So if we want just to set the screw just deeper than the face of the drywall. Just deeper. Not too deep. Too deep is defeating the purpose. So, again, don't forget to get enough screws in here. You don't want to be too deep. You don't want to be too shallow to where it's sticking out past the wall. 4 screws in this little piece will be sufficient. Now, here's a piece of drywall. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to show you on another video how we're going to patch this up. So right now you can see I have the stud here on this side. We're going to probably put 2 screws here and 2 screws into the wood here. Alright. Again, this can be done with a regular drill like we're using. I don't care about the bigger gaps. I'll show you how we're going to fill that on the next video. Typically, residential drywall on the walls is 1/2 inch. I had a piece of 1/2 inch left over from a job, so we're just going to patch that all up with 1/2 inch. And 1 more screw. And a little deep on that one. Put another screw right next to it. No need to pull it out. Now, let's talk about how to cut the drywall. Most people have a utility knife. Make sure you have a sharp blade. Drywall cuts really easy. If you get it into a safe position, make your marks, square it across with something simple like a framing square or whatever. Most people have that. This isn't a typical tool that I would use on the job site, but I have T-squares and other methods to cut the drywall. Utility knife, fairly sharp blade. Score your drywall. You just got to score the paper. That's all you got to do. Watch how easy this snaps. I just punched it from the back a little bit. Cut the back of the paper. And snap it off. You get it to the size you need, install it. That easy. You can go to the big box stores. They usually have handy panels. No one wants to go to the box store and buy an 8-foot, a 4x8 piece of drywall to patch this small of a patch. Okay. They have 2x2 handy panels for $2 or $3. Go pick yourself up some. Make all your patches. On a later video, I'm going to show you the different kind of muds that the professionals use and how to actually tape and finish the drywall. Alright guys, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and like and subscribe please. Bob out.